McKinsey and Company did a study and found that automation is set to replace 30% of all jobs by 2030. I believe that's a really low number. Over 2,700 AI researchers confirmed in early 2023 that all jobs at some point will be automated. And they put the year 2100 on it. But if you cross-reference that by the charts revealing the experts' predictions versus what's really happening in AI, the experts are off by 50 to 80 years, which means AI is ahead of predictions by 50 to 80 years. Both white-collar and blue-collar jobs are susceptible. There's no industry, no job that's not at risk. But in this video, I want to tell you why white-collar jobs are most at risk right now for automation. I'll also tell you a little bit more about why I believe blue-collar jobs are susceptible as well, why advancements in machine learning and natural language processing are fueling the replacement of human reasoning and capabilities, and what you can do to generally get ahead and prepare for what's coming. Welcome to the future. If we haven't met, I'm Julie McCoy, and it's my number one goal to help people like you prepare for what's coming with the intersection of full job and work automation and humanity. What will we spend our lives doing in a world where robots can do 99 to 100% of jobs? Will we be able to get back to a life of meaning, of purpose, of discovering our true calling and immersing in this thing we call life, instead of everyday mundane tasks? While I believe work can give you a true sense of fulfillment, I believe very few people have achieved that because they are stuck in the mundane and they haven't found work that is their true calling. If you are working in an occupation you love, congratulations. That is rare. And it's even better if you're applying AI in your job or you're working directly in AI. That is the best way to augment your skills and become AI proof. I explore the rabbit holes of artificial intelligence, and I invite you to subscribe if you haven't to my channel here on YouTube, Julia McCoy. My insights come from my work full-time in AI. I'm not just sitting here presenting you with fluff and ideas. I work full-time as the president of Brandwell AI, an all-in-one growth engine with proprietary, in-depth, custom-built technology built on artificial intelligence. All right, back to why white-collar jobs are up for total automation. So first of all, the difference between white-collar and blue-collar workers. Let's address that. The white-collar workers are typically paid a salary. They often come with a college degree. They have specialized skills, including software skills, and they work in professional, administrative, and managerial tasks. Blue collar is manual labor or skilled trades, construction, manufacturing, maintenance. These workers often get specialized training, certificates, not necessarily a college degree. Now, artificial intelligence and the automation of jobs in both categories isn't new. AI itself has been around since the 1950s. But what is new are the capabilities in machine learning and natural language processing, which is supercharging artificial intelligence's abilities to threaten and automate much of white-collar work. Machine learning allows computers to improve their performance on tasks without explicit programming, and natural language processing enables artificial intelligence to understand, interpret, and generate human language. These specific technologies are the driving force behind why artificial intelligence has this increasing ability right now to perform complex cognitive tasks, which is the hallmark of a lot of white-collar work. These three main factors are why much white-collar occupations are particularly susceptible right now. Number one, routine cognitive tasks. A lot of jobs in this area involve predictable, rule-based work. These are prime targets for automation. Number two, data analysis. AI excels at processing vast amounts of data and recognizing patterns. In fact, it's better at this than most humans. The dataset in GPT-4 is estimated to be around 1.8 trillion parameters. It's estimated that GPT-5 will have 10 trillion, GPT-6 could have 50 trillion. When we get to 80 trillion parameters, that is brain scale. Artificial intelligence has the capability of a human brain, and that is unbelievable. A brain that doesn't get tired, doesn't need to eat, sleep, recharge, doesn't get sick. Besides data analysis, number three would be language-based tasks. tasks. With advancements in natural language processing, AI can now write reports, handle customer service, translate languages, etc. Now, we don't see the full automation of customer service and sales just yet because there is a factor called EQ, emotional intelligence. A lot of jobs in sales and customer service require a high EQ, understanding, empathizing, being able to read into a situation, and that is something AI is not good at yet. Many futurists say that EQ will be the new IQ of the future. Time to build those emotional intelligence skills. Get good at reading people and communicating. Innovative, original thinking, and very strategic, complex decision factors are also two areas that AI hasn't 100% effectively succeeded in yet. Really, one of the best things you could ever do to prepare for what's coming, I believe, is learn how to automate everything you do as much as you can while building human skills, emotional intelligence, EQ, creativity, problem solving. The future belongs to the people that can effectively collaborate with AI, succeed at being more efficient than their competitor, and represent a high level of emotional intelligence, complex decision making, and problem solving at work. Those people will be the workers of the future. So let's talk about specific white-collar jobs that are at risk. Financial analysts and accountants, simply because AI can process data and make predictions faster than a human. Are those decisions or predictions accurate? Not yet. We still need a human in that process, but that human better be using AI. Paralegals and legal researchers, that's up for total automation. AI-powered tools can now do most of that work. Again, is it accurate? Still needs human oversight. Journalists and content creators are also susceptible. As a former writer, the owner of a 100-person content writing agency, I have fully pivoted into AI. When I write copy, I'm using our platform Brandwell. I'm using Claude ChatGPT, unless it's something very, very personal or creative. Then it's me writing. But if you're in this industry of content creation, you better be using AI. You better be embracing it. Otherwise, AI is going to eat your job. Middle management, routine decision-making, routine data analysis, all that is susceptible to automation right now. The more routine and predictable a job is, the more it's up to be automated because it's easy to automate that right now. And it'll be even easier as these models are trained on more and more data sets. And because it can be extremely cost efficient to run ChatGPT and get a result in seconds, businesses are looking to speed up things with automation and replace roles that AI can do better, faster, cheaper. Back in 2014, the Associated Press started using AI to generate content, and now AI writes almost all their sports news articles and generates thousands of earnings reports on a consistent basis. They've automated a large department of their content creation. In finance, there's a platform called Kinsho, and it's automating complex financial analysis. In the legal industry, Ross Intelligence is a platform using AI to do legal research. The tools and the platforms exist. Jobs in these areas will be automated sooner rather than later. And I think in the next 3 years, we're going to see the widespread use of AI in what was white-collar work. Now, why is blue-collar also susceptible to automation, but a little less so right now? Because if you think about it, what we've been able to do in artificial intelligence is the replication of two things. First, human reasoning. That's the mind, how we think, how we function, communicate as humans. Second area that we're automating is human behavior. Yes, Will Smith, iRobot, Bicentennial Man, all those are coming true, but without the killer robots. Figure AI, worth almost $3 billion, run by CEO Brett Adcock, is fueling the revolution of the robots. Brett Adcock believes that by 2040, we're going to have 10 billion robots, and everyone will have a robot in the home or working for them. Listen to a little clip of what he said recently on Peter Diamandis' show Moonshots.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you said your estimate there would be a market by 2040 for as many as 10 billion humanoid robots. Do you still hold to that?
They're if these robots can do everything a human can, I have to think that we'd be able to put 3 to 5 billion in the workforce and I don't see any reason why every human wouldn't want to have a humanoid like you do a car or phone. Perhaps even more important than a car or phone, where it can just do all the work that you just don't want to do all day, whether it's, walking the dog, getting coffee, doing errands, doing laundry, chores. Every day I go home, I'm cleaning up kids' toys, right? So there's just I could have a robot just clean up kids' toys 2-3 hours a day, every day, no problem. It's endless work every day.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
The last thing I want you to do is watch this video and tell yourself, well, it's just white collar that's up for automation, because the truth is there is no job that is safe. And like I said earlier, the best thing you could ask yourself is, how do I work with the robots? How do I bring automation, AI, LLMs, all these amazing tools into what I do? How do I replace and remove myself? And that is a wonderful path, because I believe that going down that path allows us to get out of the mundane, out of the work we never wanted to do anyway, and into this new uncharted territory where one day soon, AGI will be here. We will have solved it, and we can deploy it to do whatever we want at a level better than human. How we use this technology is up to us. We can literally build our own future, and the sooner we realize that, the better. Thanks for watching this video. Tell me in the comments what you're thinking about the automation of labor and what's coming. This channel is devoted to critical thinkers, people looking ahead at what's coming, and the people asking themselves, how do I make the most of the new AI age? I'll see you in the comments. Look forward to hearing from you. It's a joy to be here with you, living in what I believe is one of the greatest ages we will ever see. So I'll see you down the next AI rabbit hole.